Hi. So let's talk about emotional dishonesty and the cost that we pay for it from the time we are born till whatever, till the time we kind of can see it, right, and kind of not give into it. So if you look at, I mean, I'll give you simple examples, right? What is emotional dishonesty? It's not like outright lying or whatever. It's actually done for the good of the other. Like if you look at your parents, they were very very good providers. At least our generation, our parents were really great providers, but maybe not so great when it came to emotional availability and emotional care, etc. And they were also dishonest. There was always this whole story of there is some like bhoot in the background, etc. Right? I mean, instead of kind of dealing with the emotions, they kind of blackmailed you into not having them. So that was your parents. And as you go along, you kind of see a lot of this at work. You see it in relationships, you see it in friendships, you see it in yourself. You're emotionally dishonest because that's the training that you come from. But there's a massive cost that you end up paying for it, intangibly and tangibly. Let's take examples of this. For example, that one because all of us fall in love in our 20s and 30s or whatever, and deeply in love, right? At that time when somebody tells you, okay, I love you more than my parents, you end up believing it, but you realize that that's just talk. There is no action attached to it. There is no commitment to it. I mean, this boy will go and marry somebody else and 10 years later tell you that, boss, you're the love of my life. So that is emotional dishonesty at a completely different level, because you've kind of believed this story. It's a fantasy in your head. It's like comic books, right? Which has this good bad version of reality. And the righteousness that comes with being emotionally dishonest is that you're so righteous about it. Oh, I did this for you. You're good. I don't want to hurt you, so I said this. I said this so that this was socially acceptable. The cost of social acceptance is in one-on-one relationships. Is to individuals that you love. In psychology, they say that the most dangerous man you'll meet in life is maybe your future husband and your boss or your best friend. The reason is that look at it at the work scenario. In work, what happens is your boss promises you things and then does not deliver, and thinks that, okay, oh, there's only a tangible cost of it, you'll leave the job. No, there is an imprint. There's an emotional imprint of a broken promise that you will carry for the rest of your life till you break it, right? And similarly in friendships, friends like you to be a certain way, right? For example, if you start off being drinking buddies and you stop drinking, then the fabric of the friendship changes, and there is emotional dishonesty about, oh, you were so cool earlier, you're not so cool now. All of those things, right? I mean, you can see little white lies we tell each other, and we kind of believe it, and we're all righteous about it. You yourself lie to yourself. You're like, I like him, he rejected me, now we'll be friends. That's also dishonesty, right? Ideally, you should just walk away and fill the position with somebody else, because you would want someone to kind of choose you, right, or to commit to you. Without commitment, it's just games. And at a certain point, you should stop playing games, right, because the cost is too high. But most of us actually kind of keep paying the cost. We don't realize it. Look at your parents. They are psychologically scarred. They have heart disease, diabetes, so many other things. You yourself may be dealing with illness. I mean, it shows up in your body, right? It's not just a psychological damage, it's also a physical damage. You will see your bosses having broken bones sometimes. I mean, those kind of things, right? There is a cost you pay every time you're dishonest, especially emotionally, especially psychologically. I think the more mindful we are of it, the less damage we'll cause to ourselves and others. And when you see it, at some point you stop taking and you stop mirroring, right? Or you stop giving back, which means that when you see it, you can either confront it if the person loves you and there is some safe space there, or you can just walk away. just no response is also a response, right? Why do you have to indulge in it? There is no social nicety nice enough at the cost of your life force, right? Look for integrity. Look for emotional integrity. It's actually very very easy to find when you look for it, and as you start looking, the dishonesty will repel you. There will be no love to it. You will not be able to get turned on by it. So yeah, look for it. It's easy to spot in yourself and in others. Stand in front of a mirror and don't be dishonest, because then all the work that you do in the world will be dishonest and will be a mirror of that. Don't be that. Don't be this self-righteous idiot. Righteousness leads you nowhere. Honesty is flawed. Honesty is fragile. It's vulnerable, but it's okay. It's fine. Better than righteous perfection. What say?